stay tuned.
It looks like rain, so I got my awning up. I got enough wood to get things started.
This might be a good spot to have, actually.
Getting close. Closer.
Hey everyone, this is Rubicon Matt. On this overlanding camping trip, I'm going to Northeast Ohio, going to a Hipcamp site on 88 acres. I have a wonderful time, and I do some overlanding on the way out, so near the end of the video, you'll see where I take off and get out of the property in a very different way. So enjoy it.
Kind of give an idea where I'm at. I think this is called Carrollton. I can feel it, we're close. I think this is the driveway right here.
This is the owner of the property in his Hummer, taking me back to my campsite in the woods.
What an adventure, something I didn't plan on. Hopefully that's the dip he's talking about. Holy crud. Just relax, Matt.
At this point, he had to bail from the Hummer and walk because it was too wide to get through part of this trail back to my very remote campsite.
Thanks. Holy crud. This is interesting, isn't it, people? Well, here I am. This is the camp spot, site number 9 at this Hipcamp site. It looks really good. I'm really excited to be here. And middle of nowhere, really. So I'm looking forward to getting set up. The guy said who owns all this property, it's 88 acres, that there's really no mosquitoes up here. So that'll be fantastic. So I got a pretty good spot. Kind of show you around before I get set up, because I am starving. I haven't eaten today. Well, I had a turkey sandwich, but I haven't eaten dinner.
I forgot to turn on the audio for this, but having a trasharoo or a trash sack like I have here where I put a plastic bag in, you know, and just pack all your stuff out so you don't have to have anything that's, you know, pretty smelly inside your Jeep, and you can take that and when you find a trash can on your way out, you can pitch the stuff.
Well, it's time to start thinking about dinner. It's about 7:40 right now, and it's going to get dark at about 8:30 sunset. So I might get the fire going and get the area prepped up. So since it's going to be a late dinner, I'm going to have some hot dogs real quick, and maybe try to find something to eat with it, and get ready for that. All right, let's see if I can get a fire. I got that birch, I got the bark all kind of shredded up in there. So hopefully some of that resin is still active and it will catch. Let's see. Here we go. That should burn well once it gets started. Again, one of the most important tools at a campfire, or when you go camping, are gloves. Get that wood placed just right. Get oxygen and burn. Get that piece started. Well, the smoke's going pretty much straight up. There's really virtually no wind right now, and so won't be blowing in my face or in the tent or at my chair. So I think I got it set up right. Hey, I decided to cook some hot dogs on my skillet, so I'm gonna get this ready. Start heating this up. The reason why I didn't do it on the fire is I don't want to get poison ivy. That's kind of a wimpy man's way out, but last time I went camping I got terrible poison ivy, so I started looking for sticks and thought there'd be something along the path, and it really wasn't. So I'm gonna heat some up real quick in here. It'll be fine, easy pan. I got my Helio, which allows me to spray and wash things, so I got about 2.5 gallons of water for that as well. So I'll just scrub that off really quick after it cools down. So I'm gonna get the hot dogs going. Whatever. Well, I am going to have some baked beans that I brought along. I want to pour some baked beans in here. Yeah, much better meal. It is getting dark out. 8:14, so I'll let this simmer for a little bit. Might be like Blazing Saddle tonight, we'll see, huh? Hey guys, just wanted to show you how well my lights work on the back of my Jeep. And it's getting very late. Well, it's not super late, it's 9 o'clock. It's getting dark. My cameras aren't going to work anymore, so I just wanted to say good night, and I'll see you guys in the morning. And we'll do some breakfast cooking, maybe do some fishing, some hiking, and then exploring in the Jeep, and then come back and cook dinner. Stay with me. So I'll see you guys in the morning. God bless. Hey, I might go do some fishing after I get my coffee and stuff, because there's a spring-fed pretty large pond down here at the property where I'm staying. He said I can fish, and there's some largemouth bass in there, so I might give that a shot here in a little bit. But I get my coffee going first. Got my coffee going, got my water going, getting everything set up. Gonna brush my teeth, be ready for my coffee as soon as that water's boiling. Gonna try the French press again. I got my Helio so that it's easy to wash and take care of dishes this time, instead of that little scrubber that's gonna spray out and do some things. I'll show you that, but it works great. second cup there. Have a quick biscuit thing before I maybe go fishing. It's a good morning. Might have noticed I got a scab on my nose. Just so if you're wondering, I had some basal cell carcinoma taken out. I'm healing. It's been about 5 weeks now. I'll show you again how handy this is. There. A lot different than just having a little bit of water and having to deal with it. So I highly recommend this Helio if you plan to do some serious overlanding and I'm going to be on the road for a while. Really makes cleanup much easier. Let's see if I can catch anything. Well, I got one. It's not the biggest one, but it is one, huh? I switched over. Not big enough to keep. Well, I'll let you know if I catch anything. Well, I did catch one fish. Hopefully I got it on video, we'll see. But I'm gonna head back up. It's getting kind of warm and haven't had any more luck recently, so I'm gonna head back up and maybe make some eggs and bacon here. Welcome back to camp. Be back at camp. Relax a little bit. Have some more coffee with you guys in a little bit. And that orange thing is the battery pack. So just letting it soak up some sun, get it recharged so I can keep my cameras and my phone. There's no cell phone service, so if you plan on coming out here, and if you're interested in coming out here, shoot me a comment and I'll let you know where it is. I'll send you the GPS coordinates and then the name of the place. So if you're interested in coming to where I'm camping right now and caught a fish, give me a comment and I'll send it over to you. Hey guys, I've been sitting here just kind of relax and unwind. You know, it's really hard to fully unwind. I think it takes 2 days, and that's why I made this a 2-day camp trip, because the first day you're kind of edgy. You got a lot of stuff running in your mind, and you just can't just really just relax. And so hopefully you can go on a 2-day trip, because it takes me a while. Well, here's my wife on my satellite in reach. Message coming in. You need these if you're going out, you guys, by yourself, because there is no cell service here. Yeah, that's cool. No cell service, but we can communicate, text each other through this. Going overlanding, in reach, packing stuff in my Jeep, and other stuff laying around, and go overlanding. But I think I'm just going to relax today and just stay still. And then tomorrow I'll do some exploring. I'm going to go fly my drone kind of where those telephone poles were when I walked out in that big open area. Try to practice and take some footage with that. But man, it's just really nice just sitting still. Got the birds chirping. It's cool. I'm in the shade. And when I lean back, you know, this is what you have. You know, that's what this trip is all about, really kind of just rejuvenating.
I was able to fly my drone, and I'm not very good at it, but I am learning. So I walked out about a half mile from my campsite and found this power distribution line path, and was able to find the clearing to be able to get my drone up. So I took it for a test drive and looked around. I'm sitting on 88 acres in the woods. This is a property adjacent to where I was staying, and about right here you can see heading back toward the distribution line where I'm standing, and right in there an arrow will pop up. This is where I believe I was actually pretty much close to where I was camping. I was probably, I figure, about a half mile away, right in the center of the woods, right around in that area. So
Well, it's time for the lunch. It's about 12 o'clock. So I really didn't have much of a breakfast. I'm going to have bacon and eggs right now to hold me over till late dinner, and then I'll have a late dinner. And I'll show you what we're having for dinner here in a little bit at dinner time. But let's get started on the, you may be asking, like, why aren't you cooking on there? Well, I pulled in last night and didn't have level ground. I don't want to move my Jeep around and try to get it level. So I'm just going to cook right on this stand, which I found some level ground, because I like so my eggs don't slide to one side and things like that. So this makes it easier. I like where I'm parked, so I can always exit. I always like parking, so if something happens I can exit very easily. I'm always pointed out instead of stuck in. So it's really cool in here actually, so I'm not, you know, hot at all. When I walked out to where I flew the drone and out that path in the sun, it gets warm, but once you get back in the bush here, it's feels really good. Basically, we have the heat off. Whoa. I got most of it on there. There we go. Look at that. Turned out okay. I can just sit here and enjoy some breakfast with some orange juice. It's late lunch really, but this will get me through to dinner. And then for dinner I'll show you what I'm cooking here at dinner time. So I'm going to enjoy these eggs. And we'll see you in a little bit. So I'm going to try to put a hammock here to here. We'll see, it might be a little short. Trying to think what would be the best way to do it. show you. My son's taught me this. Time for some rest and relaxation. Time to unstress. Well, if you can hear it, it's thundering. It just started thundering, so I'm going to move the Jeep back so I can deploy the awning real quick. Well, you got to be kind of ready for everything, right? So, it started thundering. It's getting a little darker, although it looks probably light on the film, on the camera, but it's about 5:40, so it should be real bright right now, and it's thundering. So I put the hammock away, got the awning out, so I'm ready. I'll grab that firewood. Well, guys, time to start cooking. It's time to start cooking dinner. You don't need to see my face, so I'm gonna get things cranking. Got some rice and some classic style corn, green beans, and lima beans with sea salt and cracked black pepper. It's gonna go good with some chicken thighs. So what I'm gonna do now, I know this is uneven, but I decided to cook here. The oil can all go to one area. Can you turn that down a little, huh? See, I'm not learning. I should have put some olive oil on them first. So they don't stick. Okay, I'm going to throw in the vegetables. Start heating those up. I got to throw in my rice too. Got to put a little pepper on it for sure. So I kind of mix the vegetables and the rice together, let it all warm, and hopefully it'll all be finished at the same time. Well, it's looking good. Well, here you go. Sun's out, so the storm must not be going to hit. Thunder has stopped. So I got my dinner, got my water. I'll wash my knife real good. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if I showed that or not. Whoa. Yeah, maybe I gotta come up with some metal plates. It can't be too bad to wash a plate here and there. What do you guys recommend for plates? Is there a brand or something I should buy other than these paper ones? Put it in the comments. Make sure you get out there and overland and camp and do these things now while you can. Well, this has been a really good camp trip, I tell you guys and gals. Got my Jeep Rubicon Hard Rock and a great fire, a good evening. Never did rain, had a good meal. Can't wait to walk back out to the top of the hill to see the stars tonight. So I'm just going to sit here and just wait for it to get dark and then go back out to that field and take a look at the stars. Hopefully, I know they were bright. I could see them through the trees last night, and they were really bright. But just, I want to go out and see a bunch of them, so I'm looking forward to that tonight.
Well, good morning. It's Sunday morning. It might look nice in the picture, but from about 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. it poured rain and thundered and lightened. So I didn't fully prepare, but we'll work through that. Just want to say good morning. I'm going to try to get some more sleep. It's 6:30 right now. I didn't get much sleep.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Well, I couldn't really stay in the tent. I couldn't go back to sleep, so it's about 7:30, and everything's soaking wet. I left all my stuff out last night. It wasn't supposed to rain, and so I'll have to get all that put away. My wood, my chair is soaking wet, and my wood. So I think the only place I have to sit would be on the log on my Ohio State pad, and yeah, I'm an Ohio State fan. But what I'm going to do now is start clearing out my tent and kind of get everything organized, and then put a game plan together. Because remember, I got a 4-wheel drive out of here, I think, and it might be a little more trickier since it is wet now instead of dry. So stay tuned. Well, good morning. Good coffee. Appreciate you guys coming along. I am going to do some overlanding out of here, so stay tuned and watch those videos. And then on the way home, I think there's a place that I had marked before on my Gaia GPS maps to place to try out as well. So stay tuned for that. But right now, you know, I spent the last 2 days here kind of camping and not really doing much of anything other than relaxing and rejuvenating. And that is good. Spent a lot of time in my Bible studies and reading the Bible. I mean, that's where the truth comes from. So today, you know, I just wanted to share this verse, and then maybe talk a little bit about it, then share a quote, and we'll get on to overlanding on out of here. But it says in Romans 12:1, this thing is so good for us, it's amazing. But listen to this. It says in Romans 12:1, therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world. And boy, isn't the pattern messy right now? But be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you'll be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good and pleasing and perfect will. Man, there's so much punch in that verse. Just, you know, urging all of us to stay strong, right? And do not be conformed to the patterns of this world, because this patterns of this world will take anybody to the wrong place and dive right down into life, into destruction that Satan has planned for us. So, but I like this, call on God to renew our mind. Just pray to him through worship and through reading the Bible. And then you will be able to test and prove what God's will is. Wouldn't it be comfortable to know his good and pleasing and perfect will? Wouldn't it take a lot of stress and load off our lives if we knew that? The way you get to know that really is by getting to know Jesus Christ. And it's helped my life so much. I just hope that you guys take that as well. And one one quote from Jonathan Edwards. This is a great book, by the way. But anyways, if you want to know the name of it, write it in the comments. But here's my last quote of the day. It says, "You contribute nothing to your salvation except the sin that made it necessary." And that's why Jesus came to save us. We couldn't do anything to save ourselves. So God sent his son, Jesus Christ, to die for our sins, to be that lamb that slaughtered for us, for the forgiveness of our sins, the perfect lamb. And he's the only one that could ever do it. And then all you do is accept him, and you get the assurance of heaven, the Holy Spirit to come to help you. So those are all exciting things to me, because being down here alone would be very hard. So I appreciate you guys coming along. We'll pack up in a little bit and head out that way. I didn't come in that way, so it'll be interesting to see. I'm going to walk it first and come back, make sure everything's okay, and then we'll head on out. So God bless everybody. So thanks for watching, but stay tuned for the drive out and some other overlanding along the way.